Good morning, gang. Happy Saturday morning. Saturday morning coffee. So I'll have a cup of coffee with you. Uh, okay. So last night I was sitting on the front porch. I had been working in the yard all afternoon after work was done. Fortunately, I was done around 1 o'clock yesterday, so I got the afternoon to myself. And, cool weather is finally coming in, so you can actually do something in the afternoon and it's not miserable. You're not dripping in sweat. Though by the time I was done, I was dripping in sweat, but that's what hard work does to you. But so I was sitting on the porch last night and had the dogs out. The dogs were just doing dog things, sniffing and doing whatever. And at one point, I stopped. The dogs were just laying in the grass. There was a hummingbird buzzing above me. And other than that, it was completely quiet. No birds, no crickets, no lawnmowers, no cars, no nothing. And I was like, all of a sudden, it just kind of struck me. It's like peaceful. No bitching, no noise, no nothing. And I started to think about this as a prepper. And I go, wouldn't it be nice if life was peaceful like this? And we all know it isn't. I mean, so I relish that short little moment with nothing, no dogs barking, no bulldozer going by or tractor or something like that, just peace and quiet. And it got me thinking, you know, because with everything that's going on in the world, people have just decided more than normal that if they're going to open their mouth, the only thing they need to do is bitch. And I don't have time for that. Okay. Not as a person, not as a prepper, not as nothing. Okay. Yeah, sure, there are total crappy situations that are going on in the world. Okay. I mean, the Biden presidency, socialism, the southern border, possibilities of war, everything with COVID, figure it out. There's a lot of crap and idiotic people that are just running their mouths just for the sake of hearing themselves talk. AOC comes to mind. Uh, but it was a chance yesterday just to stop and smell the roses, if you want to use that term. Peace and quiet, because there was nobody bitching. I wasn't reading the news, just going, oh my God, where's the latest exercise in stupidity? And I just kind of watched as I was watching the dogs lay there in the grass. And I'm like, think of life right now from the dog's eyes. They've got their little world or yard. Okay, obviously they can't go on the street or something like that. They know where their boundaries are. They have no idea what COVID is. They know dinner is going to be there tonight. Obviously, they're totally reliant on me. But when they're outside, they just get to be free dogs and nobody bothers them. They can do whatever the hell they want. If they want to chew on a stick or dig a hole, they do it. Okay, not a big deal. And that's kind of where I'm going with this. I don't give a damn, and nobody else should, what anybody else does. Okay? Unless it affects me, I don't care. If it affects me directly, then I care. Okay? You can take that as prepping, you can take that as politics, you can take it as work, whatever, unless it affects me, I don't care. You don't want, if people don't want to put food back, I don't care until they come to my doorstep and say, can I have some of yours? No, sorry. Okay. You didn't decide to take care of yourself. Ain't my problem. Okay. I don't care if people don't like firearms until they try to tell me I can't have them. No, you don't want to own one? Don't own one. Fine. No big deal. I'm going to. Okay. The world would be a much better place. We wouldn't have all, I mean, literally all the problems we have in the world right now if everybody just got their freaking nose out of everybody else's business and said, okay, if that person wants to do it, fine. If it doesn't affect me, fine. You know, look at it like watching TV. If you don't like what's on TV, change the channel. Okay? If you don't like it, don't sit there and watch it. No different than my videos. 99% of you guys said, the last couple of days when I reviewed the OLED stuff, 99% of you guys appreciated it. Okay. Of course, I had the people that I'm disappointed in you. I don't give a rat's ass. Okay. Don't care. You don't want to watch it, change the channel. You want to leave, leave. I don't care. Again, my channel, I'll do what I want. You can watch if you want. You don't have to. You can leave. That's fine. Nobody's putting a gun to your head and saying you're forced to watch Pinball's videos. No, you're not. Okay. You're not forced to do anything. Your choice. I'm cool with that. Okay. You don't want to watch? Don't watch. No big deal. If you do, do. Okay. But, I've never made my life about making everybody happy because it's an impossible dream. You're never gonna succeed. And one of the first things that you have to realize as a prepper is you're never gonna make everybody happy. You can't save the world. Okay, you've got to take care of what you can for you. Countless times we talked about, every channel talks about, what are you going to do if somebody steps up to your doorstep? And I told people, sorry, no, maybe here's a potato. Get lost. Okay. This is it. I don't need, and I've heard many people say, oh, well, you must not be a good Christian or whatever because you should take care of everybody else. No, sorry. No, that has nothing to do with being a good Christian. That has everything to do with going, my family's not going to starve in 6 months because I decided to feed everybody else. Okay? No, I'm sorry. This is the problem with American society. This is the problem with the world society. Personal responsibility has completely gone out the window. Nobody's responsible for anything. Gee, I can't afford my rent. Why not? Well, all I do is work at McDonald's and, rents have got so expensive and everything. Okay, change your lot in life. It's not McDonald's fault that you can't pay your rent. It's your fault that you can't pay your rent. You could have got a second job. You could have got a different job. You could have done it. But everybody wants to go, it's somebody else's fault. No, nothing is anybody. It's your life. You're responsible for it, and you need to do it. And all these little children, I guess, if you will, that want to blame all the problems on somebody else, all their problems on somebody else, they'll be the first to go. We have to practice personal responsibility. Most preppers do. That's why they're preppers, okay? They're taking personal responsibility. But like I said at the top, being peaceful. There's a lot of peace of mind knowing I don't have to rely on anybody else, that I took the responsibility to take care of myself. Peace of mind as a prepper is huge because one day it's very possible that every day I'm sitting on the porch. There's no sound of cars. There's no sound of lawnmowers. There's no sound of anything because there ain't anything anymore. And I'm the only one in my area left. And that's very possible because everybody else who didn't take care of themselves ain't around anymore. Take care of yourself. Screw what everybody else thinks. Who cares if they call you a tinfoil hat wearing wacko? Who cares if your kids or your parents or whatever don't agree with them? Who cares? Tell them to pound sand. I don't care. My life, I'm going to do whatever the hell I damn well please, and I don't need your permission to do anything. Have a great Saturday. Pinball out.